everyone, it's me, Xavier, and today I'm going to ask you and myself 25 really difficult personal questions. So if you want to find something about me, definitely stay. You are not going to need eyes, so I will just pop them out. You don't need them. So lay down, put your earphones in, or if you are listening on 5.1 sound, Dolby Atmos, or I don't know. And let's go into it. It's going to be like chill. There is definitely playing rain sounds. It was raining a lot lately. I've been ill. Okay, let's go to the pudding, as they say. Those questions are really difficult, so you don't have to answer them if you don't want to. What are the biggest regrets of your life, and how have they shaped you today? How they shaped who you are today? Well, my biggest regrets. I have not read these before. I just got them from some site. Biggest regrets, like there is many. Some with girls, some with school, but overall, I think there are other things that shaped me more than the regrets. I personally don't, which I recommend to every one of you. Just try to forget about the regrets and some other stuff. Try to focus on today and to the future, because what happened when you were younger, or you had some problems or something, you will not change it. And if you are thinking about the past in the present, you are just, it's unproductive, it's for nothing. Well, definitely, I like, I don't think it's constructive to think about your past. Just you should today get better. Today you should get better for the tomorrow yourself. I'm talking like Joe Biden. I should just start sleeping asleep and look around. Actually, I actually wanted to do comedy parody video. I will maybe do that. I wanted to do like Joe Biden and Donald Trump explaining to guess the country, but Joe Biden and Donald Trump. So if you would love to see that, let me know in the comments. It's going to be difficult, like was the Putin interview, but for the fun of it, I will definitely do it if somebody is going to watch it. Okay, next one. How do you handle situations where your values conflict with those of people you care about? Well, this is good. Question, good philosophical question. I've been really interested in philosophy lately. I'm listening to podcasts on walks, and sometimes when I'm doing something like manual labor, because you can, you don't need the brain at the moment. If you're exercising or doing something in the garden or in the work that you don't really, it's like your routine. Well, if you have to do something that conflicts with your values, don't do it. Just don't do it. Even if you care about that person, if if that person cares back, which not often, not all the time happens, they will not make you do it, just don't do it. They will not make you do it. And in general, I think you should act so you're happy with yourself, because you have some I wouldn't say conscious, but some morals that you got from the, it depends where you live and stuff like that. But unless it's a law, you should definitely respect laws, because you will get into problems and you will go to jail, and that's not really good and prosperous for you personally. But if it's not required, like let's say, something easy values conflict with those of people you care about, like if you don't like rap music, and somebody wants you to go on a rap concert, if you are like, go just to be emotional support, and you will just 2 hours sit there and listen to something that you don't enjoy, that's not a big burden. It's like a nice gusto for a person you enjoy to be with. So that's I think you could just bend a little bit, it's not really like a morals question, but a true morals question would be like to murder someone, because somebody wants you to do that. You will obviously not do that, but there is somewhere needs to be a line, that you have to find. In general, I think it's okay for you, even at the rap concert case, just say, no, I value my time more than do something and money to do something that I don't enjoy, and just stay home, and maybe offer, like, we can go to the park, or we can go on a movie or something that you enjoy too, you both enjoy. Okay, next one. What is your greatest fear, and how does it impact your daily life? I don't have like fear of something, but I have definitely phobias, I have fear of heights, and it's not really like a fear. It's more like I'm getting dizzy, and I'm afraid I will fall, because I will fall, how it's impacting my life. I don't go up on surfaces that I have to watch down on roofs and stuff, but sometimes you have to, and you just have to, you just have to suffer through it. And I really I know some people that have like OCDs and stuff like that, which is terrible. Like, they have to wash all the time, because they like, there is a pencil, and you just touch, and they think there's bacteria, and they have to go wash. So that I have with heights, and sometimes I have to go on a like seaside something, or go down, you have to look like 5 meters below and go on a ladder, and you just have to do it, you can't panic, because it makes you panic, like the fear is like rounding up, and your head wants to explode. So definitely, if you have any fear, I recommend to you to get exposed to it, so it doesn't affect you that much. other fear that I have like a little bit of social phobia. I used to be much worse, but nowadays it's like it's not that bad. Okay, next one. But it doesn't affect me anymore. How do you cope with feelings of inadequacy or self-doubt? When I was younger, I'm 31 now. It was I had a lot of things like self-doubt. I like that. I failed at many things in life. Luckily, I'm not failing at this YouTube, because thank you all for 12,000 subscribers, almost we have, which is insane. I hoped I will reach 10,000 in, I don't know, 5 years. So this is insane, and thank you all really much for watching the videos. But nowadays I just don't care, you have to try. This video will maybe get 1,000 views, maybe 100 views, maybe 10,000 views, doesn't matter. I would definitely be really glad if it had 10,000 views or something, but I'm doing it for myself. And if you do stuff for yourself and for fun and for entertainment and for learning something new, which this channel is a lot about that, about learning something new and doing crazy stuff, crazy ideas, then you don't really have time to think about self-doubt. And as I said on the first question, I think it's really waste of time to think about past, think about self-doubt. It's better to just say I do and create something, or find a second job and make money to buy, I don't know what, piano or something. What is the most difficult decision you've ever had to take, and what was the outcome? Well, most difficult. That's hard. That's hard. By the way, I hope you are all answering the questions. You can write me some, maybe one of them. There will be 25. You can write it down in the comments. But the most difficult question, the most difficult decision, I personally don't know what was really the most difficult. Starting this channel was really difficult, because I knew what that happens, what that means, that people will find out, that you can't keep it private, and some kids from summer camp basically ruined this channel on the start, because they found out, and it was sensation. And some were really mean, you will never, people are generally mean on internet. I personally don't mind, I don't care. But other maybe with school, starting it or ending it, there was a lot of decisions. There are a lot of hard decisions. I do hard decisions every other day, basically, generally, in work and stuff, which is really boring, so I will not bore you with that. So next one, how do you deal with the uncertainty of the future and the potential of failure? Well, that's definitely that's other stuff that I don't try to not think about a lot, but if you are doing content creation like this, you have to think about it, because I had to invest a lot of money. I bought a new mics, Rode Wireless Pro, because I want to do more mobile videos for shorts and stuff, where the quality is not really that important. I personally think what other SM artists are doing, and you really have to think about, the future, because if you are investing money into the channel, it can fail and you can go bankrupt and you can be hunted down by Hunger Games. Some I don't know how it works. Executors, they may hunt you down with double barrel shotgun. I never actually was in depth, so that would be the first if that ever happens. Yeah. How I think about I try to just create content, not think about it. It happens. It happens. It's not like I can make people like the channel. But by the way, definitely you should like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and other stuff. Become a member. So I don't think about it too much, which is the theme of this video. Not thinking about it too much. What personal belief of prejudices have you challenged or changed over the years? What personal belief or prejudices? Well, I used to believe the government. That when I was younger, I thought I was like really naive, and I think many people have it like that when they are young, that they believe that people in governments or everywhere are actually competent. And if you are voting, we vote when we turn 18. It actually like you are doing the change, well, and the older I am, the more conservative I become, but this conservative, like right wing, I would say right wing, but right wing in Czechia, I live in Czechia, is something really different than in USA, than UK, than France, than Italy, than the Balkan region, than in Slovakia. I don't really like the terms right and left wing. I don't really like it. It doesn't represent anything, in my opinion, because every country is completely different, and even like in USA, I think every state is different completely, the politics of it. So that I think that I'm more like, I don't believe the government can solve basically anything, and everything they do is bad. Not everything. I work for the government, but I know I'm doing a good job, or at least trying, and on the local level, I know every mayor of towns around, they do great jobs, but on the higher levels, and Czechia is only like small, if you think about like China or USA. Yeah. Okay, next. How do you manage your mental health, especially during times of intense stress or crisis? I manage it by exercise. It doesn't look like it. I'm really overweight, but I'm trying to work on that. But exercise is really great, especially if you go on walks, if you have a dog or lizard, cat, donkey, llama, iguana, I don't know what else, something, what was that, I don't know, somebody's trying to break in, then you can, that's definitely good. And if you have nature around, that's even better. So I usually go to nature, I put my earphones on, walk and be in the nature like few minutes, hours, how the time gets, and ASMR helped me. Like, ASMR was the most significant advance in my mental health that I ever learned. And I had mental health issues, a big one actually. What is the most significant loss you've experienced? How did you process your grief? Well, I don't know if I should actually say that, not make you sad. I think I should actually skip that, but it was with an animal. It was tragic, and with a dog, my dog, and it was really like painful. But you know, I overcome it in the time. But yeah, that was like I think that if animals or people die natural way, especially if they are old, which I had dogs die by old age, you know, that's fine. That's normal stuff. I know I will die, my parents will die, everybody will die. But if it's tragic, like car accident or even like cancer, you know, at a young age, which I know people like that do, that's really terrible. That's what, or even worse in war, even worse in war. That's really terrible. So this was for me the most tragic thing, you know. I think I generally think, but it's better now. I sometimes have like PTSD flashes because, well, that's not for the YouTube video, but I manage. I have up, but still have it like in the back of the head or something. Most significant loss. How do you navigate relationships where there is power imbalance, such as with a boss or family member? Well, I never had problem with that. I don't think in Czechia in general there is like problem with that. It's all about people. If you have bad boss or bad parents, it definitely is like there always needs to be a compromise about something, about everything actually. So if you are willing to compromise, I don't see a problem with managing those relationships. If you have a boss, definitely I recommend just do what they tell you, because it's their fault if it's bad. You know, if they tell you like depends on the job you have, you know, but do this table in Excel blue, and somebody says it was wrong, it's on them. You wanted to make it red, but you know, do you know what I mean? So some sort of, you know, we always say be angry to the high of your salary, you know. Be angry to the high of your salary. So if you're doing with working with people, you will use that especially. What is the most challenging aspect of your personality, and how do you work to improve it? I think that the social awkwardness, and I'm really introverted, which, like, in general, doesn't matter too much. But if you want to find a woman or man, depends on what watching. But for me, it's woman, or just live some sort of normal life. You really have to talk with people. I'm good with talking to people. I think I'm funny. People usually say that. In Czech, like, it's not that good in English because you need that vocabulary, you know. But that, I think that shyness and awkwardness, it's really hard to manage. It's again like with those fear of heights. I can overcome it for periods of time, but sometimes it just creeps in. Like you have that, they call it the social battery, you know. You have the social battery and it depletes, and then you are Joe Biden. Okay, next one. How do you find balance between your personal ambitions and responsibilities to others? Personal ambitions. Well, my personal ambition is to have a good ASMR channel right now and be good at work and try to lose weight. That's like be healthy in general, mentally and physically. That is my personal ambitions, and you know, I don't really have too much responsibilities to others, or to work, to pay the bills, which I manage easily. I'm not like bad with money, definitely not. So for me that's easy, but I get some people can have difficulties, like huge difficulties with it. What role does forgiveness play in your life, both in forgiving others and yourself? I personally think people should be forgiving, but there needs to be some punishment. You know, I'm willing to forgive a lot of things. If I think about it, a lot of things. I think there's, unless it's like murder or robbery or something like the deadly sins that they called in Christianity and stuff. But otherwise, like, I'm willing to forgive a lot of things. But sometimes you just find people that know that you are willing to forgive a lot of things, and they use you. They are using you, and you shouldn't be naive and like get catched on it. You know? Do you know what I mean? Like borrowing money or stuff like that. That's something I never do. I would borrow maybe to my sister or parents or someone, brother, but not to people. It's terrible. It ruins relationships, and if they failed to give that to me back, I would not forgive them. They would have to pay it back, and I would forgive them that they were overdue on the bill. But you know, I think people should be forgiving, but on some limit, you know, personal limits that you have to. How do you handle situations where you must make sacrifices for the greater good? Well, I'm willing to make sacrifices for the greater good. It depends, you know, that's like a trolley problem probably. There is a nice app on the trolley problem. I should do that. We should do trolley problem, that's fun. But, you know, I think everyone is able to do sacrifices for a greater good. It's not like I'm some military leader, you know. If I should kill this person to save these 1,000 people or something. So it's not like, you know, I'm willing to make my personal sacrifice. I do that in work all the time, that I overstay. I know I'm risking my health, mental health, because I do with water management. You know, just a day before, 2 days before, I was at midnight, like riding around the town trying to find something to help the water pressure and stuff. So those sacrifices I'm definitely willing to make, but you know, I get money for that. So that's also not like this is like difficult. I think you should mostly focus on doing small things, like help some grandma with a bag, or a kid got lost, help him to go to information in supermarket to find the parents, which I did like one time, and stuff like that. You know, I don't think that this is like bad question. You don't really do sacrifices for a greater good. You know, you do sacrifices for small good, which is good too, because many small goods is great good. How do you approach and resolve conflicts in your closest relationships? I don't really have conflicts. I'm absolutely no conflict guy. There is nothing. I don't know about any conflict. I don't know what would have to happen to have conflict with someone I don't count like family, but close relationship, that's family too, but I have only with one person in the family conflicts, and they get solved pretty easily, but that's not my personality, that's their problem, their personality problem. What are the deepest insecurities you have about yourself, and how do you address them? That's going to like my weight, my physique is definitely insecurity. I wouldn't say like I know that I have to try harder. That's my insecurity. That I don't have time in some case you can say time, and in other you can say power. That I'm tired, you know, tired to exercise more and do stuff more. So probably, yeah, the appearance, especially the weight, that I'm overweight. I don't like that. I would love to, you know, if I was like entrepreneur, I don't know how to say that. Entrepreneur, yeah, probably. Someone's going to clip it. Basically, I'm pretty sure. I would like be this, you know, Patrick Bateman, like not like mentally, but get early up, go to the gym, do the exercise, get a nice food and that. But you know, you know how it is to work, and like you work all day, then you go home, you prepare videos, you make videos, and then go to sleep, and again and again. Yeah, maybe one day, but I'm 32, so I don't think I will live that long. Next. So 41, I'm conflicts. How do you stay true to yourself in environments that pressure you to conform? That's a good question. I'm abstinent. That's extremely hard thing. I'm abstinent because I know people that struggle with addiction, alcohol addiction. I see what it does to them. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, so that, but it's really hard, especially in Czechia. Like, do you want to drink beer? No. Like, people think you are like weird. I have to. My camera is overheating. I'll be right back. And we are back. So we stopped at the do not, you know, that I'm abstinent, and it's always hard, but I always just say no. Just learn to say no. It will help you so much in life if you just learn to say no. I don't want to do that. I'm not comfortable with that. So if you don't want to like drink, smoke or something, you know that you are prone to addiction, which I am. Just don't do it. Just say no, and they can go freak themselves. Okay. How do you manage the expectation and judgments of society regarding your life choices? Yeah, that's cool. Pretty questions, because the ASMR, ASMR is a taboo. This whole thing is like a taboo. I'm thinking about making a commentary channel on culture, society, philosophy, and all the stuff around, because I think I'm pretty good at yapping. Not only whispered yapping, but also normal talked yapping. The yapping overload. I'm really thinking about it. It could maybe be ASMR too, but soft-spoken instead, because my normal voice is soft-spoken anyway in English in Czech too. So I could do that, like long conversations on topics, on not controversial topics, but explaining stuff from politics, philosophy. Maybe we can do it can be like education. We can explain like biology and why some things maybe are bad, like not bad, but not understood and stuff like that. Something like Joe Rogan, but less crazy. Everybody on the internet is up. I don't think anyone would like to watch that, because there is plenty of people that have opinions. My opinions are definitely not greatest, but every opinion is like kind of good, Anyway, so what was the questions regarding so we have to manage expectations. Again, I don't care. I just some people think this is weird. They don't understand it. They never had problem with sleeping. They just fall down to bed and sleep. So they don't understand why I'm doing that. Why I'm trying to help other people. That's their minus, their ignorance, their stupidity, and they can go freak themselves again. So, what steps do you take to ensure personal growth and continuous learning? Small steps. You should always take small steps and do something every day. I like to watch debates. I like to get educations from YouTube, mostly for the first part, before I read the book or a deep dive into something. The YouTube is great. The YouTube is awesome. That's why I'm making my main platform YouTube, because I love YouTube. YouTube is awesome. Sometimes it really makes me look hungry, but 99% of the time it's really good. And everybody who doesn't have YouTube Premium, if you can afford it, of course, some people can't, I really recommend it. I have it for many times since I started to make money. I'm like 8 years, 10 years, maybe it's more even. I have YouTube Premium when it came to Czechia. So yeah, learning by small steps and learn something that you enjoy. How do you handle feelings of loneliness or isolation? I don't really have those anymore. I'm single, ladies, you can write me down in the comments, but I don't really have those feelings. But it's mostly because I'm occupied with work, with creating content, with thinking about content. If you are busy, that's maybe the answer. If you are busy, you don't really think about it. On the other hand, I'm 31, so it's not like yes, I know, men, hair there or something. Men that find first woman at 40, if you are a man, it's not that hard. I know 40-year-old man that find 20-year-old woman, and they just are together. Not my style, but definitely happens. I'm pretty sure everybody knows someone like that. So I don't really feel the FOMO, but that is like how I handle the. If you feel like that, definitely get something, something to do. The worst always for depression, everything is do nothing and be with your thoughts. No, buy a guitar. I love guitar. Buy a guitar, learn the guitar, play happy songs, or go on a walk, or start creating something, content, ASMR content. What is your approach to dealing with criticism, both constructive and negative? I love constructive criticism. The negative criticism, I don't really care. I just laugh at it. I sometimes am trying to be rude back in funny way. If it's funny, if it's not, if it's mean, I don't do that. But it's funny. I really can roast people good. So I sometimes roast them in comments, and that's it feels good. Yeah, it feels good. So that, but the constructive criticism I love if you comment I want to improve something in the audio quality, or in the video, or I want some other video, or this was boring, but my videos are supposed to be boring because you should fall asleep to them. So that's negative criticism. That's stupid criticism, in my opinion. But this I love because you can't really judge yourself. That's even though I try to do that, you can't really argue with yourself that good. You can't. It's impossible. You need second, third, fifth, 10th opinion, and I have thousands of opinions. So everybody, I read every comment. Everybody who ever commented knows I heart and like every comment. Sometimes I write back, so I read everything. How do you maintain sense of purpose and motivation when faced with setbacks? How do you maintain a sense of purpose and motivation when faced with setbacks? I'm faced with setbacks all the time, especially when making content. I never thought it's going to be that hard. It's extremely hard to make content, especially for I don't want to sound rude, but for men it's hard. In ASMR, you have to really make good content for people, because the woman voices and everything, there's more men on. I personally listen mostly to women too, so I get it. Yeah, but how do I maintain sense of purpose in this case? I do it because it's fun. It's fun. This is fine. The editing is not fine, but this is fun. This is just rambling, and maybe someone is going to watch this full. Maybe someone is not. Depends. As long as someone is going to sleep to this, then it's okay. That's why I'm trying to make 20. I try to do long videos mostly. How do you reconcile your past mistakes with the person you are trying to become? Again, that's similar questions. But I definitely learned from every mistake I ever made. And I'm making content for 2 years, I think. And every time I do mistakes, I'm trying to be better. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I still have double intros. Sometimes I still have occasional click or something. But that's really due to lack of time. I don't have time. I just don't have time. I don't have money for editor and stuff like that. If you look at the professional people, that you have to be a little bit lucky. lucky, and if it really starts to generate money, you can hire people, you can just free yourself to do this that you enjoy, and planning and stuff like that. So that's it. So I'm still trying to, because I have to work a job, you know, I have to work a job, I have to do this, I have to do that, and anything. So the content is not the quality I really wanted. Like I think it's pretty good, but you know, if I would like, if I wanted to make, that's why I never started, because if the video I would really want to make would take like a month to produce, maybe people would enjoy that, but yeah. I like these lo-fi ramblings on the my favorite ASMR artist is like Karuna Satori, I think is my favorite. She is awesome. We definitely wouldn't agree on anything, but she's awesome. She's a great person that I watched every video of her. She does mostly ramblings while doing like triggers and stuff like that, and that's what I watch the more like watched every video. Definitely I watch Rapunzel ASMR a lot, but whispering videos, you know, I watch only whispering videos, yeah, because nowadays when I do like I used to watch like only sound videos when I was doing something to school and stuff like that, but nowadays I rather listen to ambient music, which I'm also learning to create. If you like ambient music and ASMR, definitely check ASMR Beats. It's Mateo, and he's from Slovakia, and he makes great music. I'm learning something not similar, but something different. I listen to this long ambient music, like shimmerings and stuff like that. It's like video game music, basically. So I again gone from the question to somewhere else. Doesn't matter. What is the most difficult conversation you've ever had, and what did you learn from it? The most difficult conversation. So probably some breakups. Breakups are really difficult if it's not over SMS. Yeah, breakups. And what I learned from it, that, you know, like that you really, like, getting emotional is not, it doesn't like lead to anywhere. I really like to be calm and stoic, I would say. I would say I'm stoic, I would say that. Overall the vibe, the Kia, the vibe. Rumbastic, what the hell my brain is thinking. My brain is Joe Biden. So what I learned from it, yeah, that I was right. How do you find and maintain a sense of peace and contentment in your life? I watch a lot of ASMR, and that would be everything. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will give you back your eyes, so don't forget. Bloop. And I will see you in the next one. Definitely, if you have questions, if you want to help with something, if you want to suggest something, the comments are open.